Good afternoon, technically. Meant to get started earlier, but I was trying to set up damage meter because I want to do hard content in this game. And I want to make sure I'm pulling my weight in said hard content. So, I know this game has a pretty strong don't ask, don't tell policy when it comes to add-ons, so I will not be showing it on stream or talking about it much, but it is there. Yeah, I got it working. It was kind of a pain, because there's a bunch of different versions. I was loading the wrong one for a while, then the plugins weren't working, then my computer was blocking everything. But I believe I got it working. Pull this windowed, okay. Alright, we're going to continue this. Talk to Rowena. And looking up information on it, though, is pretty funny, because Yoshi P was apparently caught using one. Which, of course he is. Like, he considered himself like a top player, and he wants to continue to be that, and you need to know your DPS for that. So no shit on him. And again, the goal isn't to not use it, because I think he knows everyone uses it. The goal is to not shame people for low DPS. That's the overall goal. As in most content, it doesn't matter. And in the content where it does, everyone who's doing it, it's kind of an agreed upon assumption, hey, we're trying to, optimize here. But I like the way they do it, because it creates a pretty supportive community. You're looking a bit more run down than before. Your dealings with Geralt taking their toll. Actually, forget I even asked. My mouth tastes of bile if I so much as think of that sorry specimen. So is there something you need? Literature on the hero of old who once wielded your weapon. Yeah, if it was less annoying to install, then that would open the floodgates for a lot of add-ons. They make it hard on purpose. Which I get. Literature on the hero of old once wielded your weapon. I reckon I can find what you need. I took a bit of time is all. Of course, this ain't a charity running here. Get you what you want, but you'll have to do likewise for me. I'll track down literature in the warriors of old. For your part, you're bringing me an Amapor glyph. You'll find this inside Amapor Keep. Okay, we gotta go back to the keep. Alright. Looks like I'm running that dungeon again. And this game is looking a lot better. I just capped it at 60. Apparently I was trying to run much higher, and I was getting a little choppiness sometimes, especially in big open areas. But capping it at 60, it's going a lot better. Above 60, honestly, unless you're like an extremely high-level shooter player, you don't really need it. Let me see what this is real quick. Oh, this is the Crystal Tower. We do need to do that, but I don't want to do it right now because I want to do one thing at a time. Yeah, you can come heal if you like. That'd be a help. We could get an instant queue. Alright, I definitely want to do Crystal Tower. I remember that story stuff. Coils... Yeah, I'll give it 2 minutes. Coils is probably going to be just an unsynced blast through, because I asked on the Discord. I'm gonna pull this over here. And it doesn't look like, yeah, you can do it. Sometimes people do it every few weeks, but you'll have to wait a while. So I think I'll have to wait a while for that one. I'll just have to do it quickly for the story. No, but while we're here... Yeah, I need the hat. This hat is rough. Okay, then we go over here. I mean... looks kind of odd, but it's better. Is the visor up? Okay. That's cooler for an archer. And it lights up, too. I need to swap to warrior. Alright. Oops. Finder. I'd like to sync it, but I'm just gonna scan the pre-made group finder and maybe, hopefully, one day find one. Alright. See how this damage meter works. It's working, but not how I want it to. By default, it looks like it's blurring names, which I don't want the names. I would just like the classes so I can see like where the classes are stacking up. So just so I get more info about the game. See if I can figure that out in the settings later. the DPS meter is working, so I can see my DPS and I can see other people's, but I wish it would sort by class. Right now it's just using the DPS icon for everything, and I just want to see like what classes are doing. So I gotta figure that out. No, I don't think I'm gonna unsync Odin. Maybe I can get enough people that like the stream that eventually we can do it in a hard group. There's one thing I don't really like about WoW, that you do things like a million times on easy mode than you do in hard mode. It sort of loses the epicness, like the scale of it, when you just breeze through it a bunch. You do normal mode, then or LFR mode, then normal mode, then heroic mode, then it gets kind of silly. Like you lose a bit of immersion, I think. It's like, oh, the super hard boss, so we walk through it. Okay, we'll see you again, and it'll be harder. Like, if it's not required for the story, so I'd rather just wait. Whereas Coils, I want to know the story because there's a lot of context there for characters that I want to know. Alright, I'm feeling good about my DPS, though. I'm keeping up with the guy that's top in DPS. As a tank. That makes me happy. All right. DPS check. What's up, Silver Sister? Oh, I should have arm's length that. I'm a bad player. I managed to figure out how to install a DPS meter, finally. Which is nice. Don't turn into a WoW player now. Let's try a big pull here. I have cooldowns up. Pumping damage. Yeah, I know about that, Silver. I've read about it. And I've seen other content creators play this game. And yeah, I don't care how other people are doing. That's not why I look at damage meters. I like to optimize myself. It's a really fun part of the game for me. Like, I rant about this in WoW. How the only thing people care about is damage meter. And their entire focus of the game is doing more damage and shaming other people for not doing enough damage. Because the goal in WoW, funny enough, is to not play it. If you've been playing really long, that seems to be the sentiment. Like, if someone does low DPS and makes it play a little bit longer, that is the worst thing in the world. Why are you even playing? Yeah, so I'm definitely not that person. But if my goal is to do some hard content, and I really do want to do hard content here, I need to learn how to optimize for myself. But I wish it would show job icons. It's not doing that currently. Oh, there's a guy who farts. Number one, I'm number one. I'm not number one anymore. Okay. Maybe a different overlay. Reprisal that. I remember what it did. And GG. I completed it. Is there a glyph I'm supposed to loot in here? Just says completed. Cool. I'm going to... Oh, not here. Oh, nothing happening. No add-ons. Oh, I can use job names instead of player names. That's good. I don't care about the player names. I just want to see jobs. Hopefully that'll work. Rowena, got something for you. Ah, good lad. That's exactly what I was after. You've honored your part of the bargain, and so I'll do the same. To this man. Back to best of me so soon? Figure, judging from that smirk on your face, I take it you found what you need. I have. Aye, this text is about the warriors of old, alright, but gods would have killed the bugger that wrote it using normal bloody words. Take me bleeding moons to get through this lot. Time could be spending on kettles. God, but I try to make head or tail of it. Why don't you take this here unfinished bravura and try it out? As I mentioned before, it's still missing some. It's all there shape-wise, meaning it should serve you just fine as an ordinary weapon. Seeing as you're a Rappo warrior, mayhap you'll feel out exactly what it wants for. That's to say, get out of here and fight some nasty foes, as the warriors who went before you must have known back in the day. Magara mines over in Adel and Noscar to serve your needs. Put yourself against some Magara quarrymen, roundsmen, and bedsmen, 8 of each, say. Come back and tell me what you gleaned. With the information in the text and your finished first-hand experience, I reckon we'll solve this puzzle yet. Okay. We're going to commit some genocide. I think a lot of these guys are part of the hunting log for my company as well. 2 birds, 1 stone. Gotta get used to the level sync. The DPS boost at this level is only on my AoE. Oh, have fun. DMs are a special breed. I can't do it. Failure. Okay. Well, that was fun. We had a good group going, and then our dungeon master broke up with our druid, and yeah. Why is this red? Oh, I need to use the weapon. Okay. figured it out. I would pull a lot more, but the leash range in this game, it's not very large. I tried to AoE grind before, and it just did not work out very well. These mobs just run away before I got enough. Like, I can't pull that guy all the way over to this third one. So we're gonna do this the old-fashioned way. Range mobs. My stutter stepping back and forth is definitely a learned trait from Classic WoW. Because so many of the classes have such a simple rotation in most fights, and again, most of the... Ooh, I should have this guy out. Most of the mechanics of the fights in Classic WoW are stupid easy. So you end up just kind of standing there, hitting a couple buttons. So to stay engaged, a lot of Classic players do this. That's still stutter stepping. It's like Classic WoW ADD. bedsman? He's specialized in sleeping. Move over here. You know you want to. What the hell just happened? What is that? Oh. Okay. What the hell? Did they just summon that? What's going on? You're good, bro. You can just do your thing. There aren't many kill quests in this game, I noticed. It's the bread and butter, classic WoW, but there's not many. Hey, go slay 8 of these and come back to me. There's a couple of them, but it's not a lot in the MSQ. And this isn't MSQ, I believe this is cosmetic. Well, Boar Ass is an encapsulation of that kill quest philosophy. Collect 10 boar asses. And the boars don't always drop their asses. There's some famous ones. No, bears never have more than one ass. I think that's slander. But zebra hooves is one of them. Zebras never drop their hooves. What's another classic one? Planestrider beaks. Apparently, whenever you kill a Planestrider, you kill it by smacking it in the face because the beaks are always ruined. In Westfall, you got the boar livers that never drop. I think it was Preach Gaming that made the bear ass meme famous. Old school WoW player. Alright, I need 3 more. Yeah, see, that leash range is very short. Uno más. So we're basically wetting this blade with blood before he upgrades it. Pretty hardcore. Two shot. Are we done? What's up, buddy? Back already? By the frown you're wearing, I'll take you got nothing to show for your time with the kobolds. Might be as you want for better sport. That's not what it means. And now I know just the creature that'll give it to you. The Hydra that reigns over the fiends within Halatali. A nasty piece of work, that. Try not to piss your britches when you see it. Another trial. This must have been very epic to get this at the time, because you obviously couldn't unsync and blast through these. But we're getting a feel of what the experience would have been. Very epic quest. Having to actually get people together of the same level. Which I want to experience until I get to max level. Which is going to be a bit. It's a lot of content in this game. It's not a bad thing, because you want to do it. Alright. Doing the Hydra. You can do whatever. I'm gonna tank it. So, pick your class, and I'll queue. Okay, Elgaborn, the Hydra. Double check, take that off. Alright. Let's do Crystal Tower thing. That was in... where was that? Dragonhead, I think? I can knock out those quests. I know that's I think it's a 24-man raid. Oh, more Donna. He is right here. Outlandish man. Ooh, dark matter. Do I know you? Ah, unless I'm very much mistaken, you are the famed adventurer who bested the Garlean Empire's general, are you not? Great Jacques de Barra himself. Amazing. More than a little serendipitous. One might even call it fate. I recently received word of a truly unique opportunity, you see. An opportunity the like of which none but your proven worth could take advantage. The reward? not less than the accumulated knowledge of a fallen civilization. The risk? A single misstep could cost you your life. But what is a little danger to a storied hero such as you? A man with absolute confidence in his own ability stands to profit handsomely from this venture. No, I crave no recompense for my part in bringing this opportunity to your attention. The historic discoveries you shall make will be reward enough, I assure you. My words have fanned the flames of your curiosity, then I bid you seek a man by the name of Arambros at St. Coinac's Find. It is he who stands at the doorway to untold marvels, awaiting the arrival of a champion bold enough to march across this threshold. Okay, Rambos. Oh, it's down there. That's Crystal Tower. Very foreboding. Rambro. What's up, friend? Well, if it isn't Jack Barrow himself, I was not expecting such a celebrated guest. To what do I owe the honor of this visit? You were directed here, you say, by a man clad in foreign garb? Well, the opportunity he spoke of must surely refer to our latest anthropological endeavor. Quite how we came to know of it is another matter. All knowledge of this project was supposed to be restricted to my organization. But that is something for me to ponder in private. You are here now, and your services will, I am certain, prove invaluable. I must warn you, however, that the venture we have in mind is no simple excavation. An unprepared and incautious adventurer could very well find himself on an unplanned and unpleasant journey to Thalstalum Halls. Knowing this, do you still wish to lend us your companionship? I left that too quickly. I rather thought you would say that. Your courage is scarcely a secret. Now, the first... Jacked? Thought it was you. What brings you to St. Coinox? Don't tell me. The Alliance has sent you on another realm-shaking, history-making mission to lay low an apparently insufferable foe, yes? Yep. I see you two are already acquainted. That is well. Master Garland, our intrepid hero here, caught wind of the forthcoming expedition, and has kindly pledged to assist us. He has he? Glad to have you aboard, Jax. You don't have the faintest idea what you're volunteered for, do you? Very well. Let us begin at the beginning. Okay, lower time. The sons of St. Coinac are tasked with unearthing the secrets of the long-fallen Allegan Empire, and this present endeavor aims to delve more deeply into the civilization's mysteries than ever before. Perfect. But I know that look. In the event that you feel ill-equipped to contribute much on the subject of Allegan archaeology, I invite you to recall your encounter with the Ultima weapon. The mechanical monstrosity represented a feat of engineering far beyond what Gollermeld can presently achieve. Nero Tol Skeva simply awoke it. I mention this by way of a reminder that you have had what one might term extensive first-hand experience with the notable Allegan relic. In short, you're practically an archaeologist. Take it. Now, to the core of the matter. Here in Mordana, there stands an entire Allegan structure which we have yet to investigate. I speak, of course, of the Crystal Tower. After witnessing the destructive capabilities of the Ultima weapon, and the Lesser Mundalamud before it, it seems wise to treat any remnants from that era with the utmost caution. They must be analyzed, monitored, and above all, kept from falling into the wrong hands. To put it plain, I have no wish to see another megalomaniacal, I can say words, Legatus wield one of those weapons. It was this thought which first moved me to contact the Sons and propose that the tower be explored. For several millennia, the Crystal Tower remained hidden, buried deep underground. But, like so many other things that were better left undisturbed, the structure was freed from its stony prison by the great upheaval which accompanied the coming of the Seventh Umbral Era. It now stands revealed in all its splendor, a gleaming spear of crystal pointed at the bosom of the heavens. So this is from the technological wonders of the Astral Era. So we're in the Dark Ages now. Nope. I'm gonna have to skip forward in that next time. Formidable defenses. These defenses take form of statues carved in the likeness of giant swordsmen. The 8 sentinels is the sons, what to call them. Okay. I can skip through dialogue till we get there next time. Cool. It's Ghidra. Let's go. Big crits. And now my DPS meter is working. Sad day. Back a little bit. Fire. DPS can do their thing, and done. I don't see many Rogadin around. Alright. Now if we skip this, can we skip to the next scene? This is going to be science for the future. Perfect. Now we know. Okay, we did that, we did that. So if there's a scene transition, we can skip the first part of that. Okay, we did that. The defenses take the form of statues, carved into the likeness of a giant swordsman. The 8 sentinels, as the sons are wont to call them, is the first barrier we must overcome. Why not simply fly over them in an airship, you ask? It's been tried before. Any vessel that ventures too close to the tower is blasted out of the air. We either destroy those statues or the front door is forever beyond our reach. colleagues and I are ill-suited to negotiating such deadly hazards. Thus, if we are to gain access to the tower's secrets, we must needs employ the services of an experienced adventurer. It will be difficult and dangerous, Jack, but I can think of no finer man for the task. If I didn't know better, I'd say you had a taste for these deadly escapades. I look forward to working with you again. There is much and more to be done before we can begin the expedition proper. Take some time to prepare yourself, and I shall explain the challenges that lie ahead. Okay. We'll come back there, but we have to finish what we started. Gotta talk to Geralt. I do want to reload my application here. That should go unnamed. Whoops, no one saw anything. Alright, hopefully that should fix it. Alright. You're still alive. Why the hell do you adventurers have to be so goddamn sturdy? It's pretty sure the hide will be done by now. What's done is done. Or in this case, not done. Any road, let's talk about what text you brought. Follows the life of Iron Eater, the legendary sellsword, who maybe sell axe, who lived 5 centuries ago. The man was the ultimate warrior, if the accounts to be believed. The amount of coin Iron Eater demanded for his services, they say you could hire a whole bleeding army. That will keep me in mead for a fortnight. Any road, I managed to find mention of bravura in amongst the maiming and killing. Like any warrior worth his salt, Iron Eater wielded bravura. But there was a telling difference. His axe head was forged to weigh double the usual. Not a weapon for the faint heart, I tell you. Needless to say, the thing was a bugger to wield. Gods, if you had the brute strength to swing it, make a proper mess of someone. As you can see, I've done me research. Trust you also been pulling your weight, putting the relic to use like I said. Well, go on then, tell me what you learned. Swing's good. Is that so? I wondered about that. Based on what we've gleaned from the text and your first-hand experience, I'll rework the relic as to improve your affinity with it. Hand it over for a second, will you? Oh, it's because I'm wearing it, probably. Yes, and I can't unequip something. Okay. Yep, there we go. Figured it out. There, the deed's done. That leaves us with one last step. Always. That is fully merge in the old relic. The new host and the soul of the bear. Ah, that's you. Only then can the weapon be restored to its former glory. To do this, I need a fire what's hotter than the 7th hell. And to keep such a fire alive and raging, I need a wind that's fiercer than the hangover I had last week. Now, you know what I mean. Just get me a white-hot ember, a howling gale, and a chunk of hyperfused ore. This is a long quest. And I'll finish your bloody weapon. And I need a bottle of rats at hand quenching oil as well to cool it off. We need to do all the hard modes again. Alright, well, might as well start. More poetics. Yeah, super fast. It's not a long fight. No. Okay, good. Got my DPS cooldown. He went up in the air. The nerve. My DPS thing isn't working. Sad day. We did it. All right, I'm going to figure out what happened to my thingy. Okay. Next. I might as well get the Titan unlocked from Urianger while I'm at it. I know we still have a lot of MSQ before Heavensward, but we'll get there soon. A few more things to knock out before we do that. Not this way. I already have it. Okay. Cool. Yeah, I unlocked it. I just haven't done it and turned it in. Let's go back to Mordana. Wrong way. Our first objective is to reach the entrance of the Crystal Tower. As I previously mentioned, however, that will prove no easy task. The entrance is guarded by powerful defense mechanisms, each utilizing one of the four elements. Fire, water, wind, earth. By our powers combined, we are Captain Planet. Anyone attempting to simply stroll past these unsleeping sentinels invites swift obliteration. Based on Master Garland's analyses, however, we are reasonably certain that the attacks of these lethal contraptions can be reflected using a crystal of the corresponding element. Naturally, these crystals must be of surpassing clarity, free of the slightest impurities. Time for fetch quests, much like the flawless specimens used by the beastmen in their primal summoning rituals. Mayhap I should have said exactly like the specimens they used. Were there any other way, we would not ask this of you, but we need someone to enter the beast tribe strongholds and liberate the perfect crystals. For the moment, I would have you focus on obtaining 2 of the 4 crystals we require. Pray make for Lanoska, where both the Sapsa spawning grounds and the Ungamaro mines are located. You may be certain that the materials used in the beastmen's sacred rituals will be well defended. Whether you choose to venture there alone or with companions, I shall leave to your discretion. But whatever you do, please be careful. Let us do that. Back to the mines. Getting really acquainted with these mines. What's up, buddy? Great music in here. It's still not working. That's really annoying. Oh, come on. I just put the... that mechanic completely wrong because I was too concerned with my DPS cooldown not being up when I wanted it to be. Aerial Blast is gonna hide. No escape, no hope, no one. Okay. That's the line you want to go with before you die? Supposed to kill these, but I'm going to. Getting rocked. Alright, we did it. Good job, team. Pretty neat. Don't know if we'll ever be a scholar. Why did this not work? I changed one thing. Now it doesn't work. Next. Ah, nice. It's in the queue. Another great song. Whenever I cast my crit, alright, I got enough. I'm happy. Nope, running out. Imagine we're standing behind these things. Oh, they blow up. Okay, I just ate that. No big deal. The name Bomb Boulder should have given it away. Super angry. Tremble before the might of the earth. Sorry, bro. I need your thing. We got dead people. I'm very observant. Ow. Gotta watch for whatever that was. Spot. Big damage. Big damage. More bombs. We know this one. Alright. That upheaval thing was a little insane. That is ridiculous. Oh, he bat flicked off there. That's funny. Alright, looks like the overlay doesn't want to work doing what I wanted it to do. I was the Orca Handmug guy did super DPS. Okay, I shouldn't mention that, but yeah. I was 4th on DPS. I'm proud of myself. Considering people died, that's probably why. Okay, go in there. He almost got one shot there. That one ability. An upheaval looking ability. Which I didn't see a cast bar for, so just have to watch him. Everybody do the super hard mode of that. Or the extreme version. Yeah, but they're definitely stepping up in difficulty, because that was way harder than Garuda. Yeah, after that upheaval thing, I was down for a while, popped defensives, and survived a few hits. Alright, that's done, but let's go back to him first. Also need to do the Bard quest. Bunch of stuff to do. We're not lacking content, that is for sure. That's kind of funny. Spamming spacebar. That amuses me. So you're back. Never doubted for a second you'd trounce all 3 primals and come back to pester me again. Alright, let's see what the White Hut Ember, the Howling Gale, and the Hyperfused Ore. Okay. And we have to go get the other stuff. Alright, this ought to get me the levels of heat needed, which leaves just the rads and hot quenching oil for cooling things off afterwards. You got that too? Nope. Revenant's Toll. Teleport. Which was the whole thing. I forgot the name of the person I'm supposed to talk to. Bottle of Rad's Hot Hand. Nope. Aha! Yes. No. I'm already committed. Alright, this ought to get me the levels of heat I need, which leaves just the Rad's at hand quenching oil for cooling. Okay, we did that already. I bought it. Anyway. You're doing your part, and so I'll do mine. Watch now, I try not to bat your eyelids. Ain't every day I get to see a relic reborn. Nice pose. Mwahaha! These gods-given hands work yet another miracle. Feast your eyes on bravura, just as it was in the days of yore. It's a sight to move a man to tears, you lucky bastard. You better bloody well take care of it. It's purple. Okay. Guess that's done. Okay. Oops. Teleport. Now I don't remember where that guy is. Falguard float. Yeah, good guess. Whoa, didn't even notice that back there. Guess that's from the breaking. Well, it's not the breaking, it's the calamity here, but in Wheel of Time, it's the breaking. Same concept. Except in Wheel of Time wasn't Bahamut, it was male magic users going insane and destroying the world. Oh, you can just keep upgrading it? Oh no, I already have. Okay, this is the best it gets. I can get that. I can save the appearance. Geralt, what's up? It's you, gods. I never thought I'd be glad to see you. Just the other day, this old bloke from some faraway land suddenly appeared. He's been bugging me ever since, asking me about putting souls in relics or summit. None of it makes a whit of sense to me. Can't the man see how busy I am, pounding kettles all bloody day? Ain't got the time to be humoring the elderly. What's more, you're the one at the relic, ain't that right? If there's anyone this Jalzan bloke ought to be bothering, I reckon it's you. Run along then and keep the old coot off my back. Will do. Okay. Saga begins. What's up, bro? No, the impropriety. In my land, the elderly are treated with deference and visitors received with honor. You must excuse me, adventurer. I have endured a trying sea voyage to meet with Eorzea's greatest weaponsmith, only to find that he is the greatest bore I have ever had the displeasure of knowing. But what is this? Your weapon, unless I am gravely mistaken. It is a relic infused with the Thavaranian mist. Marvelous, marvelous. Ah, but where are my manners? Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Jalzan, and I hail from the near eastern city-state of Radz-ad-Han. I'm an alchemist by trade. So my life's work to study the enhancement of arms through soul infusion. Verily, Thavaranian mist is one of the fruit of my toils. Upon learning of the elixir had come to some prominence in Eorzea, I journeyed here with the intent of exploring new possibilities in my research. I want but for a subject to proceed. If you would be that subject, your weapon will become further enhanced. Will you agree to assist me, adventurer? For your troubles come to possess a mightier relic. Sure. Decision you will not regret, but without further ado, allow me to explain what my research will entail. Pull up a chair. Now, I trust you are aware that ether permeates all things in our world. What you may not know, however, is that ether is found in greater concentrations in Eorzea than elsewhere. When a weapon infused with a quasi-soul such as your relic is used to slay a living being, in this aether-rich land, a peculiar phenomenon occurs. The ether released by the fallen creature resonates with your weapon, and agglomerates into a crystal which I have dubbed Atma. It must be noted that this occurs only on rare occasions due to factors I have yet to identify. Now, as you may have already gathered, Atma is essentially the crystallized soul of a living being, and these crystals hold the key to strengthening your weapon. According to my research, 12 unique pieces of Atma are required, meaning they must be acquired from 12 different foes. See the deed done, adventurer, and you shall hold in your hand such power as you have never known. Okay. That's a lot of work. I need to go to the bathroom. I'll be right back. Alright, that's going to be put on the back burner. Okay. Let's continue Crystal Tower. What's up, Grimjack? We are currently doing, as the name states, post Realm Reborn content if you're a player of the game. So right now, we did all the hard modes. We're actually headed towards Crystal Tower. Oh, my mic was off. If you didn't hear that, we are doing post Realm Reborn content. And right now, we've done all the hard modes, so we're doing Crystal Tower. Because I know there's lots of story here. Two major things we want to do are Crystal Tower and Coils. I'll progress your efforts in infiltrating the Beastmen strongholds. Went great. So these are the famed flawless crystals of the Beast Tribes. I've seen countless specimens from I know not how many excavations, but nothing to compare to these. Their purity is astounding. You have done well, Jack. With these in our possession, we lack only the crystals of fire and wind. The former lies in Iraq, the war camp of the Emalja and Thanalan. The latter, the Nadalan. The Nadalan should be in Thanalan. I mean, come on. The roost of the Ixal and the hills of Querthus. You would expect them to be as closely guarded as the Force too, if not more so. Still, I look forward to receiving word of your resounding success. Oh, you never played? It's an MMO, so think WoW, but unlike WoW, think a Final Fantasy game first, so story first, and MMO second. So you can play the entire thing single player. They've added in the ability to use like companions in dungeons rather than needing people to go with you. So Very much liking the game so far, and the only part of the game I've ever played is the part that everyone says is the worst, which is the beginning. So. We'll see it get better over time, which is something to look forward to. Right now, there's a lot of endgame content they added at level 50. So we are doing all of that before the first expansion. Actually, what's up, man? I saw you got a gifted sub. So you have no ads now. As you can see, moved on to Final Fantasy XIV from the Pixel games. We are level 50 in this game, which is the end of the base game. So right now we're doing like the end game stuff they added on to the end of the base game. We did a lot of the like hard mode stuff, which, you know, versions of raids have already done, but harder. And then we're going into now doing some of the story-based endgame stuff. So I want to knock all this out so I get base story before I move on to the expansion. Which is going to be a lot of snow, because it's right up there is where it is. Over there. I can fly now, too. Once you finish the base game, they'll let you fly. What's my character? It's kind of an anime version of myself. I commissioned an artist to do it, so it's a unique thing. If you want to see what I actually look like, I think the only video I have of that is on my Twitch channel. The base video is a fun video I made of me bench pressing to prepare for suplexing a train in Final Fantasy VI, which is an iconic moment from that game. Axe, good to see you. Tell me, were you able to obtain the remaining crystals from the beastman? I was. Wonderful. With all 4 crystals in hand, we are now ready to proceed to the next stage of our preparations. I hope I do not give the impression that we'll be embarking on our journey to the Crystal Tower just yet. We have more fetch quests to do. Alas, there is another step which must be completed ere we come to that. While the crystals you acquired are indeed flawless, they are of little use to us in their present form. If they are to reflect the elemental forces of the tower's defenses, they must needs be cut and polished. A process which calls for a very particular set of materials, naturally. Procuring them will be a challenge in itself, I fear, and needless to say, we will be requiring your services once again. Can't be simple. Flawless crystals you procured for yourself to retain their elemental purity during the shaping process, a very specific set of abrasive substances will be required. Well, I say substances, but one might just as well call them one substance, namely ether sand, which is 4 elementally aspected varieties, naturally. As ether sand is neither common nor cheap. Indeed, it is not unusual for the abrasive to exceed the value of the precious stones it is used to polish. Given the rarity of the materials in question, the Goldsmiths Guild in Ul'dah seemed the likeliest place to purchase the quantity we require. When I contacted the Guildmaster, however, I was informed that no ether sand was currently available. I requested that word be sent as soon as a new stock came in. I have yet to receive aught but apologies. I should mention at this point that I placed the order some time before you procure the flawless crystals. I'm well aware that acquiring ether sand is no small feat, of course, and I am not an impatient man, but I fear the more we delay our investigation, the greater the risk that the tower's secrets may fall into the hands of other, less savory parties. That is why I wish to entrust you with the payment for our purchase and send you to speak directly with Guildmaster Serendipity. Mayhap the presence of such a distinguished personage will spur the guild into action. In any event, it is my hope that when we next meet, you'll have at least found one of the 4 varieties of Aether Sand we require. Lots of fetch quests. Oh, you have one of your D&D character? He's Owlin. I don't know what an Owlin is. I know there's a lot of new races in 5th edition, but I don't know an Owlin. My last D&D character was a Tortle. Basically, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle. They start very strong. They can't really wear armor, but they start with a ridiculous high armor class, naturally, because they're turtles. Hello. Ah, Master Ibarra, welcome, welcome. What brings you here, if I may ask? Here's some money. Human owl person. Okay. Like a werebear, but an owl. You're here on behalf of the Sons of St. Coinac? What fortunate timing. I was just about to contact Master Rambros with the news we finally managed to acquire a quantity of fire-aspected Aether Sand. I'm afraid it may be some time before we can supply the other 3 varieties, naturally, but you're welcome to settle accounts for that which we have now. Pray speak with Jemim over there. Oh, I do beg your pardon. It seems she's assisting another customer. Biggs. Come on, there must be something you can do. Without the sand, we'll have to rethink our whole design. I sympathize with your plight, sir, but as I explained, the Aether Sand in question is already spoken for. If you'd like to reserve the next shipment, then I'd be happy to accept the funds you've offered as partial payment. Partial? Are you saying it's not enough? I'm already stretching our research budget as it is. Suppose a man can do without a midday meal for a year or 2. What's up, buddy? Jack, it's been too long. What brings you here, then? Got an eye on something expensive, have you? Ooh, what a baller move. Just take it right in front of him. Well now, that's quite the money pouch. The sound of so many gil clicking together is strangely satisfying, is it not? Calming and invigorating at the same time. Oh no, you're here for that bloomin' Aether Sand, aren't you? Well, I need it to get into the tower and stuff. Well, I can't say the Allegan civilization's a subject worth researching. Can't deny. The chief said he was looking into something big, but we never thought to ask him what. Wedge and I have been too busy tinkering with the new airship design to think of much else. When I say tinkering, wrestling would be more like it. Still, after much wringing of hands and gnashing of teeth, we've managed to put together a prototype crystal-powered propulsion system. We got the idea for it when we'd heard how you lot had used the corrupted crystal on board the Enterprise, as a matter of fact. Anyway, to cut a long story short, our design calls for all 4 varieties of Aether Sand. Same. That's why I can't just relinquish my claim on this batch here, even for you, lad. How are we meant to usher in a brave new age of technological innovation if not by technologically innovating, eh? Ahem. Why, I hesitate to interrupt such an impassioned speech. Duty compels me to point out that this gentleman is a representative of the organization that reserved the Aether Sand in question. To mention nothing of the fact that his purse is considerably larger than yours. That's right. Oh, it's like that, is it? Alright. This batch is yours. I'll let you have it. But if you're going to take my sand, it's only fair you grant me a role in this project of yours. I'll take that as a yes. Well, it's not every day you get a chance to experiment with the wonders of the ancients. With any luck, they'll inspire me to think up another technological innovation or 2. And resolved. Now then, from what you told me, I'm guessing you'll be needing the other 3 varieties of elementally aspected Aether Sand as well. Rather than sitting on your rump waiting for a shipment that may never come, I reckon your time would be better spent looking for the stuff yourself, and it just so happens that I know of a good place to start. There is said to be a peddler in northern Thanalan who, very occasionally, handles the earth aspected variety of Aether Sand. Wedge is in the process of confirming the rumor as we speak. Know what you're thinking. When did my timid little friend decide he didn't need me to hold his hand anymore? The answer being, just the other day. It seems he's been inspired by a certain adventurer's heroic example. Thought he was joking when he volunteered to go to Thanalan without me. I just hope he manages to stay out of trouble. Head out to Blue Frog and you should find him poking about with his new bodyguard. Oh, did I not mention her? I Wedge thought it might be wise to hire an adventurer to accompany him, just in case your heroic example turned out to be less inspiring than you first thought. Funny. Camp Blue I could see these quests being a lot more engaging when they came out. So, Savior, greetings. If you're looking for a hired blade, then you'll have to look elsewhere. After the day I've had, the only company I crave is the squat silent type. The type that has a handle and holds no less than a pint of ale. If you wish to hear my tale, I warn you it's no stirring epic. But as you ask, my employer, a Lalafellin lad, wished to pay a visit to a peddler who deals in some manner of special sand. I forgot what it was called, but it's apparently worth a small fortune. Anyway, when we arrived, the man claimed his stock had been stolen by bandits. Determined not to return empty-handed, we crept into the bandits' stronghold and set about locating the stolen goods. Long story short, alarms were raised, rogues were awoken, and we fled in a blind panic. I was separated from my employer in the confusion, and have not seen him since. A friend of yours, is he? You best be prepared for the worst. 'Tis just possible the poor sod may yet be lost in the old Amagina Mithril mine, but I fear the bandits will have caught up with him by now. And we're off. Rescuing Wedge. Again. Definitely getting hit by that. What's up, Wedge? I'm here to aid you. I'm not really interested in minions now. How could I be so stupid? Sneaking into a bandit's lair. It's just not the sort of thing I do. And I'm going to die for it. That's something you do, minions, roll for me, when I hit max level. And I've done the content. It's like, alright, let's do some collectibles. No, because once you start down that road, you're kinda just doing that in spite of everything else. A corgi minion would be cool. No, I just need to calm down. I can do this. I can be brave. I'm going to stand up and I'm going to walk out of here. Here we go. So, yeah. I'm sorry. Please don't kill me. I promise I'll leave and never come back. Chill, bruh. Jacked. Is it really you? But how did you find me? Can you smell a fear? Actually, ignore that smell. I expect you wonder why I'm here. Well, I was just in the process of retrieving some stolen ether sand, which Biggs and I need for our research, as it happens. It was, I concede, perhaps a touch foolish, and very nearly fatal, but I did succeed in snatching this stuff before my bodyguard ran away and several dozen bandits came piling after me with knives and axes, what looked very much like a plank with a rusty nail in it. Anyway, the important thing is that the stolen ether sand is right here in my Oh dear, I must have fallen out when I was, taking evasive maneuvers. Seems I won't be leaving this infernal place for a while yet. You'll find ether sand in my stead? Oh, thank the gods. You're a true friend, Jack. I hope the search doesn't prove out too troublesome. The bandits don't seem to care much for visitors. Okay. Hello? Get rocked. Huge jeeps. Good news, Wedge. Jacked! Have you had any luck locating the ether sand? Yes, that's it. I must return to the workshop at once and tell Biggs the wonderful news. What's that? You're also on a mission to collect ether sand? And you're working with the chief? A treasure trove of elegant knowledge, you say? I see. Then you should really be the one to have this. Biggs and I are far from exhausting all possible avenues of airship innovation. But it sounds as if your problem can't be solved by any other means. The expedition of yours sounds jolly interesting, I must say. I'm half inclined to join you. In fact, I think I will. Any adventure worth the chief's time must be worth a look. Right, I'm more than ready to leave this awful place behind. And you should return to Mordana with that ether sand before there are any more mishaps. Be sure to keep a close eye on your pockets, Jacked. Cool. Back to Rambro. I have returned. Nice piano. I see 2 varieties. Well, that is 2 more than could reasonably be expected, and 2 less than I'd hope you would say. Forgive my flippancy. You have done well, truly. But if all goes to plan, we need no longer fear death by fire or earth. Master Gollin, you'd be so kind as to prepare the relevant crystals. I shall set to work immediately. Truth be told, I've been looking forward to this. One does not encounter materials like these every day. Speaking of which, how in the 7 hells did you find them? Mistake me not, old friend. I know only too well how capable you are, but ether sand isn't something you can simply find gathering dust at the back of a merchant's rare gem cabinet. Biggs and Wedge, you know, it was a thing. You had help from Biggs and Wedge? I trust them to design a revolutionary new engine the moment I turn my back. How is their genius meant to rest on his laurels when his employers are so damnably inventive, eh? Now they're determined to join us, are they? Typical. I jest, of course. It will be good to have them around. Still, as a matter of professional pride, let's endeavor to procure the 2 remaining varieties of ether sand before they arrive, shall we? Tell me, Rembros, have we any information on the water and wind aspects type might be hiding? Not as of yet, but I've made certain arrangements. We shall soon see if my efforts have borne fruit. Forgive me for observing, but you seem less than enthusiastic about that prospect. There's a complication. I'd rather we discuss it now than risk jeopardizing the expedition. Mayhap an explanation is in order, but first let us savor the preliminary victory that Jack has won for our cause, if only for a moment. I'm kind of cool. Sure. Yes, I must speak of the arrangements I made to acquire the 2 remaining varieties of ether sand. Some days ago, I asked a Charlian acquaintance of mine to travel to Gridania, and there gather the necessary materials. Since that time, however, I have heard nary a whisper from him. To be frank, this lack of communication is not entirely uncharacteristic, but I cannot discount the possibility that something ill has befallen the man. Alas, we do not have the time to investigate his fate. As I mentioned before, the more we delay our expedition, the more likely it is that the Crystal Tower's secrets will fall into the wrong hands. Therefore, I would entrust you with the same mission I assigned my friend. Travel to the Black Shroud, and seek out Parsamontret, the master of the markets in Gridania. If anyone knows where Ethersen might be, it is he. These names. It's in Old Gridania. Every day I'm hustling. Yes, sorry. You say you wish to purchase ether sand. My dear fellow, have you the faintest idea of the rarity of the material you seek? Well, I have not seen so much as a grain of ether sand in these markets for many a long year. We tell you where one might mine ore from which the water aspect variety of the abrasive is derived, but only a desperate fool would willingly set foot in the place. You seem very undeterred. Well, very well. Are you familiar with Earth's gift? That is where the ore is to be found, in an area inhabited by a particularly pernicious hog. Should you encounter the Betrust nightmare, you will know that you were in the right place, albeit at the wrong time. Farewell. I like that guy. He's brief, not long-winded, straight to the point. Going to wrangle me a hog. You are too late, adventurer, and not only for the entertainment. You'll find no trace of the ore, which but recently lay here, not so much as a speck. Voice is a dick. Oh no, you will never spy me from there. For the time being, at least, you will have to trust the evidence of your ears. Now stop squinting at the foliage and listen. As I told you, the water-blessed mineral you hope to find is gone, taken by me. Victory has made me magnanimous. However, accordingly, I've decided to share the location of an alternative source of either sand with you, the wind touch variety to be specific. For us to have your attention. Good. A band of Exalt in the North Shroud keeps a quantity of the abrasive for the purpose of removing impurities from lesser crystals. Well, do you mean to dally here all day? Make haste, adventurer, before I snatch another prize from under your nose. This is to be a race. The Exile hunting grounds and the North Shrouds will be our destination. And that is where the real amusement will begin. May the best man win. I should be doing this on my bard. It's not a lot of experience, but it is experience, and he's behind. It's the same character. My bard is behind. Rude. Big stun. Get rocked. Is he gonna come steal it from me? Probably. Bravo, that was quite a show, adventurer. Why, the spectacle proved so enthralling that all thoughts of Ethersand slipped from my mind. I appear to have forfeited our little race. Congratulations, the Wind Touch abrasive is yours. And yet, having been treated to such a memorable performance, I cannot help feeling that the greater prize is mine. This inequity must not stand. I insist that you accept a token of my appreciation. Payment for this entertainment will be waiting for you to the east, in a clearing within Proud Creek. Pray retrieve the gift ere it's crushed beneath the iron feet of the Dullhalians. Don't know what that was. This headpiece looks considerably better down. We fighting? Not what you were expecting. I took the liberty of refining the ore from Earth's gift into ether sand. Do keep it safe, adventurer. Unless you accuse me of playing games, you should know that the thought of relinquishing my prize never once crossed my mind until I saw you in action. Such deeds must needs be rewarded. It is my vocation, you see, to record history as it is made by mortal men, and I much prefer to chronicle the accomplishments of the bold and the mighty. Thus, it is my fervent wish that you continue your career with the same courage and zeal you have shown today. We shall meet again, adventurer, and sooner than you can imagine. Cool. I am looking pretty fly in this outfit. We're prey returning to the find. I wonder if this will look better in my bard outfit. Let's try it. About the same. Both don't really match. News of your mission. We're closer to acquiring the remaining abrasives. Yes, we are. You brought both? I shall have Master Garland begin to work on the crystals immediately. There, that should do the trick. Excellent work. We now possess all 4 of the fangs required to pierce the Crystal Tower's defenses. My compliments, Master Garland. Oh, it was a trifling matter, I assure you. Jack here is the one you should be thanking. Anyway, by my reckoning, there's nothing stopping us from striding up to the Allegan's front door. Wait, there's one more thing. There's always one more thing. You can't go without us, Chief. Biggs, Wedge, come lend a hand, have you? Come to lend a hand, have you? I will not eat them. Well, it's not every day you get the chance to study the wonders of the Allegan Empire, is it? Their technology makes Garlemals look ancient. I appreciate your enthusiasm, lads, I really do, but we're not here to take this knowledge for ourselves. Twice in the last decade, the promise of unimaginable power has prompted men to meddle with technology they do not understand. And the realm has been dragged onto the very brink of oblivion on both occasions. We shall not be so irresponsible as to risk another. Wedge, do you recall our company's creed? Yes, Chief, it's freedom through technology? Exactly, freedom. When we forsook our homeland, we swore that we would have no truck with machines that could be used to promote tyranny. That has not changed. Should you feel tempted to break your oath, remember this. The wonders of the all-knowing Allegan Empire cannot save their civilization, and have damn near doomed ours twice. That is why we must explore the Crystal Tower, and, if needs be, seal away its secrets. Let's do it. Compelling viewpoint. It is unyielding will such as yours that have defined the course of history. You're so cool. So you return at last. What, pray tell, has kept you so wholly preoccupied that you cannot spare a moment to inform me of your progress or preservation? Why, the task you assigned me, of course. Surely you have not forgotten about the Ether Sand. I tasked a passing adventurer with delivering it. A more capable courier I could not imagine. Cat boy. I think boy. Greetings, adventurer. Did I not say we would meet again? I believe an introduction is in order. I am Grahatia, one of the students of Baldesion. Look forward to joining you on your groundbreaking expedition. Gratia has been assigned to the project as an observer. I hope you will forgive him in his eccentricities and welcome him as one of our own. Sure. So then, our fellowship is complete, and I stand ready to step into the unknown. 3 cheers for Noah. Noah? That is the name I've chosen for our little collective. Given our differing backgrounds, we cannot very well call ourselves the Sons of Saint Koinak, can we? We must have a memorable appellation if our venture is to leave its mark on the annals of history. I could claim that Noah stands for Nominated Observers of Artifacts Historical, and so it does, technically, but my true reason for choosing the name stems from the fact that it is shared by a vaunted elegant Archmagus. Archmagus? I like the sound of that. Best friends. Very well, now that the pressing matter of what to call ourselves has been settled, it is time we set forth to brave the outer defenses of the Crystal Tower. Is everyone ready to depart? Let's go. Ready! On that note, I have to meal prep for this week and go to the gym and walk the dogs. Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to cut the wind out of your sails there, Demise, but yeah, there's some stuff I have to do. My dogs are whining a lot. They have to go outside. And the one I'm dog sitting refuses to go in the backyard, so I have to take her out walking so she actually does go outside and not in the house. So, yeah. But yeah, I'll be back on later this afternoon / evening, because I want to knock that out. But I'm actually going to log out right here for once. Antonio Williams, it is going well. Unfortunately, you caught the stream right as I'm going off for a bit. Should be a couple hours of meal prep to do for the week. Gotta take care of my dogs and all that. So, I'll be back later this evening. And if you see me on, we're doing the Crystal Tower. And hopefully Coils, because Coils should be quick considering we're gonna do it unsynced and gonna blast through it. So, anyway, thank you guys for watching. I'll be on a little bit later.